English!
Don't worry. Even if you don't know English, you can learn from English Talk Together channel.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am so incredibly happy you're spending some time with us today. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. Hello to all our friends tuning in from every corner of the world. It's seriously great to see you all again. Emma, I have to ask, did you get my email this morning?
I did. I actually got it the second I sat down with my coffee. It was the first thing on my screen.
Oh, wait. Did you hear that?
Hear what, Jack?
We just did it. We haven't even been talking for 30 seconds, and we already used the most important word in the English language.
Oh, you mean the word get?
Exactly. Did you get my email? I got it when I sat down. We use it constantly without even thinking about it.
It's true. It's only 3 letters, G-E-T, but if you removed this word from English, we'd all probably stop talking. We use it for everything. Getting a message, getting tired, getting home, getting a joke.
And that's exactly why we're here today. We want to help you master this tiny but powerful word so you can sound more natural, more relaxed, and more like a native speaker in 2026.
We're going to go slow, use real-life examples, and we're going to do it step by step. Jack, are you ready to help everyone get it?
I am so ready. Let's jump in.
The big 3 meanings. Okay, Jack, before we dive into the deep end, we need to simplify. If someone asks, what does get actually mean? What's the easiest way to explain it?
That's the tricky part, right? Because it feels like it means everything. But really, at its core, get usually replaces 3 main ideas: receive, become, and arrive.
Receive, become, and arrive. I like that. It makes a big topic feel much more manageable.
Right? Let's look at the first one, receive. This is probably the one people learn first in school. Like if it's your birthday, you might say, I get a lot of presents.
Exactly. Or if it's a holiday like New Year's, I could say, I get so many text messages from my family.
My phone actually wouldn't stop buzzing on New Year's Day. I kept saying to my roommate, I'm getting so many notifications right now.
And notice, Jack didn't say, I am receiving many notifications.
No way. That sounds like a robot wrote it.
It really does. In everyday English, receive is a bit too formal for a casual chat. Get is the friendly version. It's what real people actually say.
Okay, so that's receive. What about the second one? You said become?
Yes, this is my favorite because it's about change. When your state or your feeling changes, you get that way. For example, if I haven't eaten all day, I don't just am hungry, I get hungry.
Oh, I know that feeling well. I get hangry, hungry and angry, if I miss lunch.
See, you changed from being fine to being hangry. You became hangry, so I get hangry.
It works for the weather too, right? Like it's getting cold outside.
Perfect example. It wasn't cold before, but now it's changing. It's becoming cold.
That makes so much sense. So we have receive, become, and what was the third one?
The third one is arrive. This is how we talk about movement. Instead of saying, I arrived at the office at 9 o'clock, which sounds very stiff.
You just say, I got to work at 9.
Exactly. Or, what time do you get home?
I usually get home around 6, but if the traffic is bad, I get home much later and, going back to the second meaning, I get very frustrated.
Look at you, combining them already. You get home, arrive, and you get frustrated, become.
It's like a puzzle where all the pieces are the same word.
Let's slow down and really look at that first meaning, receive. Even though it's simple, there are so many ways we use it in daily life that learners might overlook.
Like when we talk about information?
Yes. Think about your phone. We don't just get physical gifts. We get emails, we get texts, we get phone calls, and we get news.
I actually got some great news this morning. My sister is coming to visit.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. See? I got news. It means the information came to you. You received it.
What about when you buy something? Does that count as receiving?
That's a great question, Jack. Yes, if you go to a shop and you pay for a coffee, you can say, I got a coffee.
Oh, so it's not just that someone gave it to me for free.
Not at all. It just means you now have it in your possession. I got a new jacket yesterday, or where did you get those shoes?
I get it now. So whether it's a gift, a purchase, or a digital message, if it moves from the world to you, you get it.
Spot on. Jack, what's something you got recently that made you happy?
I actually got a really nice compliment from my neighbor about my garden.
Oh, that's so sweet. You got a compliment. You received those kind words.
It really made my day, and it's so much more natural than saying, I received a favorable remark.
Please never say that in real life, Jack. People will think you've been reading too many 19th century novels.
Okay, Emma, I'm really starting to see how flexible get is. But let's go back to that second meaning you mentioned, become. You said it's about a change in state, right?
Exactly. Think of it like a bridge. You're on one side, point A, and you move to the other side, point B. Get is the movement across that bridge.
Oh, I like that image. So if I'm not tired right now, but I start to feel sleepy because we've been filming for hours,
Then you are getting tired. You aren't fully asleep yet, but you are changing.
that's so useful. I hear people say get married or get divorced, too. Is that the same thing?
It is. You're changing your relationship status. You go from being single to being married. So you get married.
It's much more common than saying, I became married. That sounds like a legal document.
It really does. And we use it for physical things too. For example, if you're cooking and you leave the soup on the stove too long, it gets hot. Or if you leave your ice cream in the sun, it gets messy.
Oh, and what about illness? Like, I think I'm getting a cold.
Perfect. You're moving from being healthy to being sick. You're getting sick. It describes that feeling when your throat starts to tickle and you just know you're not 100% anymore.
I hate that feeling, but I love how easy the English is for it. I'm getting sick. Simple. What about emotions? We mentioned get angry, but what about the good stuff?
Absolutely. You can get excited. You can get lucky. You can even get used to something.
Wait, get used to? That feels a bit different.
It's still a change. It means you're becoming accustomed to something new. Like, if you move to a noisy city, at first you can't sleep, but after a month, you get used to the noise. You've changed from being bothered by it to being okay with it.
Wow, that's a big one. I remember when I first started using a standing desk, my back hurt at first, but I got used to it after a week.
See? You're a natural at this, Jack.
Okay, so we've done receive and become. Now let's talk about arrive. I know we mentioned getting home, but how far can we take this? Can I get anywhere?
Pretty much. If you're traveling, you can say, when do we get to London? Or, I just got to the train station.
Is there a rule about using to? Because I noticed you said get to the station, but just get home.
Great catch, Jack. That's a common trap. We usually use get to for places. Get to work, get to the park, get to the restaurant. But home is special in English. We just say get home. No to allowed.
Ah, English and its special rules. Get home, but get to the house.
Exactly. And there is the same way. You don't say get to there. You just say get there. Like, I'll get there in 10 minutes.
Okay, get home and get there. Got it. What about getting into things like a car?
Oh, now we're getting into phrasal verbs, which we'll cover more later. But yes, for small vehicles like cars or taxis, you get in or get out.
And for big things like buses or planes?
For those, you get on or get off. It's like you're stepping onto a platform.
I always find that one funny. I'm getting on the plane. It sounds like I'm standing on top of the wing.
I know, right? But if you tell a flight attendant you're getting in the plane, they might look at you a bit funny.
Good to know. So get to for most places, get home for my house, and get on for the bus. This makes traveling sound so much more casual.
It really does. Imagine you're on the phone with a friend. You wouldn't say, I have arrived at the cinema. You'd say, hey, I just got to the movies. Where are you?
It's much more real life. It feels like I'm actually talking to someone, not reading a textbook.
Now, Jack, there's one more big meaning we have to talk about before we move on to the fun phrases. This one happens in your head.
Oh, like when I finally understand a joke?
Exactly. In English, to get something very often means to understand something.
I love this one. It's so satisfying to say, oh, I get it.
Right? It sounds so much more enthusiastic than I understand. It's like a light bulb went off in your brain.
What if I don't understand? Can I say, I don't get it?
Absolutely. People say that all the time. If a teacher explains a difficult math problem and you're still confused, you can say, I'm sorry, I just don't get it.
I used to say that a lot in math class.
Me too. Or if someone tells a joke and nobody laughs, you might hear someone whisper, Did you get it? And the other person says, No, I didn't get it at all.
That's a bit embarrassing, but the English is easy. So get it equals understand it.
And it works for why things happen too. Like, I get why you're upset. It means I understand your perspective.
It sounds very empathetic, like I'm really listening to the other person.
It is. It's a very human way to use the word. It connects you to the person you're talking to.
So we've covered receive, become, arrive, and understand. That's a lot for one little word.
And we're just getting started. See what I did there?
Getting started, becoming started. You're on fire today, Emma.
Okay, Emma, we've mastered the core meanings, but I feel like I hear get attached to other small words all the time, like get up or get by. What's happening there?
You've entered the world of phrasal verbs. This is where get teams up with a preposition to create a brand new meaning. It's like a power-up in a video game.
A power-up. I like that. So what's the most common one?
Definitely get up. Everyone does this one every single day. Well, hopefully. It means to physically leave your bed after waking up.
Oh, right. I wake up at 6:30, but I don't actually get up until 7. I need that extra half hour to just stare at the ceiling.
Exactly. Waking up is just opening your eyes. Getting up is the action of standing up.
What about get along? I hear that a lot when people talk about their coworkers or their family.
That's a huge one. If you get along with someone, it means you have a good relationship. You don't fight, you enjoy each other's company.
Like us, we get along great.
We really do. But imagine if I was always grumpy and stealing your coffee, then we wouldn't get along at all.
I'd definitely be less happy to get to work then. Okay, what's next on the list?
How about get over? This is for when something bad happens, like a breakup or a cold, and you move past it, you recover.
Oh, like it took me a long time to get over the flu last winter.
Perfect. Or she's finally getting over her fear of public speaking. It means the obstacle isn't stopping you anymore.
That's a really encouraging one. It's about moving forward.
It really is. And then there's getaway, like a vacation. We call a short holiday a weekend getaway.
I need one of those. I want to get away to the mountains and just turn off my phone.
Ah, that sounds lovely. When you get away, you escape your normal routine.
So, Emma, I've noticed people use get when they're being helpful too, like at a dinner party.
Oh, you mean like, I'll get the door or I'll get the phone?
Yes, or even I'll get the check at a restaurant.
That's the social get. It basically means I will take care of this or I will handle this task.
So if the doorbell rings while you're cooking, I can say, don't worry, Emma, I'll get it.
Exactly. It means you'll go and answer it. It's very helpful and very natural. If you said, I shall attend to the entrance, I think you are a butler.
I'll get it is definitely much easier to remember. And what about when someone says, I'll get back to you?
That's a classic business and social phrase. It means I don't have the answer right now, but I will find out and message you later.
I use that one all the time with my boss. I'm not sure about that report yet. Let me get back to you this afternoon.
It's polite and professional, but still feels relaxed. It's much better than saying, I will provide a response at a later time.
Definitely. It keeps the conversation flowing.
Now, Jack, we have to talk about a slightly confusing one for learners. Sometimes get isn't about an action, it's just about having something.
You mean like, I have got a car?
Yes, in British English especially, but also in casual American English, I've got is just a more natural way to say I have.
So, I have a headache and I've got a headache are the same.
Exactly the same. I've got a question, I've got a secret, I've got $10. It all just means possession.
It's funny because got is the past tense of get, but in this case, is talking about right now.
And English is weird like that. But if you want to sound really native, use I've got. It has a nice rhythm to it. I've got to go is another one. It means I must leave.
Oh, I hear that in movies all the time. Sorry, I've got to run.
Right. They aren't literally running usually. They're just leaving quickly. It's very common.
This word is like a Swiss Army knife. It has a tool for every situation.
That is the perfect way to describe it, Jack. It's the ultimate multi-tool.
Okay, let's try a little role play for our viewers. Let's use as many gets as possible in a normal conversation about our morning.
I love it. I'll start. Hey, Jack, did you get up early today?
I did. I got up at 5 a.m. because I wanted to get some exercise in before work.
Wow, I didn't get much sleep at all, so I got a giant coffee on my way here.
I get that. I get really grumpy if I don't have my caffeine.
Me too. Anyway, did you get to read that article I sent you, or did you not get a chance yet?
I got about halfway through it. Then I got a phone call and got distracted, but I get the main idea.
Perfect! See how many we used, and it sounded completely normal.
It really did. We talked about waking up, obtaining things, understanding, and arriving, all with one word.
That's the secret. You don't need fancy vocabulary to be a great English speaker. You just need to know how to use the simple words perfectly.
I'm feeling a lot more confident about this already. I hope our friends at home are getting it too.
I'm sure they are.
Emma, I have a question. Since we've been saying get is so great and easy, can I use it everywhere? Like if I'm writing a formal letter to a university or a big company?
That's a really important point, Jack. While get is the king of spoken English, you have to be careful with it in formal writing.
Oh, so I shouldn't write, I got your job offer in an email to a new boss.
Exactly. In that case, you'd want to go back to those fancy words we mentioned earlier. Instead of get, you'd use receive. I received your offer.
Or instead of the weather got worse, I'd write the weather became more severe.
Perfect. Think of get as your favorite pair of comfortable jeans. You wear them every day, they feel great, and they're perfect for hanging out with friends.
But you wouldn't wear jeans to a black tie wedding.
Precisely. For a wedding or a formal essay, you put on the suit. You use words like obtain, acquire, arrive, or understand.
So the rule for our learners is talk with get, but write with receive.
For the most part, yes. If you're texting a friend, get is perfect. If you're writing a thesis, maybe look for a more specific word.
Okay, let's talk about mistakes. I want our friends to sound natural, not just okay. What's a mistake you hear a lot?
The biggest one is definitely the past tense. Remember, get is irregular. The past is got.
Right, so not I get it a gift yesterday.
Oh, definitely not getted. It's always I got a gift. And in American English, sometimes you'll hear the past participle gotten, like I have gotten better at piano.
That's true. Gotten is very common in the U.S., but got is usually fine everywhere.
Another mistake is using get when you should use be. For example, someone might say, I am get happy.
Oh, I see. It should be I am happy right now or I'm getting happy, the change. You can't use them both at the same time like that.
Exactly. Use be for the state and get for the movement into that state.
That's a great tip. State versus movement. I'm going to write that down.
Before we wrap up, let's look at a few bonus phrases. These are idioms that use get in ways that don't quite follow the rules, but they make you sound like a pro.
Oh, I love idioms. Give me a good one.
How about get a life?
Oh, Emma, that's a bit mean, isn't it?
Only if you say it seriously. We usually say it to friends who are worrying too much about something small. It means go find something fun or important to do.
Okay, I'll forgive you. How about get the hang of it?
That's perfect for our viewers today. To get the hang of it means to learn how to do something that was difficult at first.
Like learning to use get in English.
Exactly. At first it's confusing, but after a while you get the hang of it.
And what about get out of hand?
That's for when a situation becomes crazy or out of control, like the party got out of hand and the neighbors called the police.
Oh boy, let's hope our English lessons never get out of hand.
I think we're safe for now.
Wow, Emma, we've covered so much. My brain is definitely getting full.
That's a good sign. But the best way to make sure this sticks is to practice. So we have a challenge for everyone watching.
Yes, I love this part. Friends, we want you to go down to the comments right now and write 3 sentences using get.
But here's the catch. Each sentence has to use a different meaning.
Oh, a challenge. Okay, so one for receive, one for become, and one for arrive?
Exactly. Or you can use an idiom or a phrasal verb if you're feeling brave.
I'll start to give them an example. I got a new book yesterday. Receive. I'm getting hungry for lunch. Become. I'll get to the gym after we finish filming. Arrive.
Perfect, Jack. See? It's not so scary once you try it.
And don't worry about being perfect. We just want to see you trying. We'll be down there in the comments reading them and getting to know you all.
Honestly, Jack, I think we've really demystified this word today. It's not a scary grammar monster. It's just a helpful little tool that makes English feel more like a conversation and less like a textbook.
I totally agree. And the more you listen to movies, podcasts, or even us, the more you'll hear it. Just keep your ears open and you'll start getting it everywhere.
So true. Well, that's all from us today. If you found this helpful, please get that like button.
See, it never stops. And make sure to subscribe so you can get notified every time we post a new lesson.
We're so proud of the progress you're making. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep getting better every single day.
We'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.